What's up? What's up? Happy Monday. Happy stress-free Monday. I look a little bulky. But what's up? How y'all doing? Excited about today. Excited about this stress-free Monday. How y'all doing? I'll wait till some people come on in the room. Tell me what's up. When you come on in, say what's up. Do me a favor. Go ahead and share the video if you just stopping past. We're talking about self-worth. What's your value? How much you're selling yourself for? Time to level up, y'all. I'm excited about today. I'm excited about this stress-free Monday. No more will we stress over things that we technically can control. So, how y'all doing? How was your weekend? Say what's up. What's up? I'm excited about today. My work phone is not supposed to be going off. So, how y'all doing? I see some people coming on in the room. How's your Monday? How was today? Today was, thank God, I started commanding my week at the beginning. So I started yesterday, really. But today, I had to speak over myself when I tell you so much was thrown at me. It was like it was a holiday week. I get 3 days off, and today, it felt like everything was being thrown at me. But anyway, let's talk about self-value today. How much are you selling yourself for? Do me a favor again. If you're coming on, if you're just stopping through, say what's up. But go ahead and share the video. Comments are valuable. Last week, I'm telling you, I'm still reading comments on that last week video. People dropping their knowledge, dropping their advice. This is what this is about. So it's a stress-free Monday. Again, we're talking about self-worth today. How much are you valuing yourself first? How much are you selling yourself for? And today we're going to start leveling up for yourself. So go ahead again, like I said, share the video, comment, tell me what's up. Let me know that you're watching. But I'm going to go ahead and get started. I want to talk about self-worth because for a long time, actually not to be funny, up until this point, up until me moving, transitioning from different states, did I actually learn my value? For so long, I operated in positions. I took jobs. I placed myself in certain people's lives, and the value of myself was definitely decreased. And it was at nobody's fault but my own. I was doing things. I was taking jobs. I was picking up relationships from people that I didn't need to be attached to. I was picking up jobs that wasn't benefiting me at all, if at all, but for the money. But again, that's, I guess, why you get jobs, but it shouldn't be, because it wasn't helping my future at all. But I understand you got to do what you have to do. But it was killing me at the end. So and only because, too, I accepted what was spoken over me. I was accepting how people were talking down to me about my worth, telling me that I didn't have any worth, that I should be happy with the job that I'm getting because of the lack of this, or the credentials, or the lack of the skills. But at the end of the day, I allowed myself to be put in a box. And ultimately, long term, that affected me, where it's taken me 20 years, basically, to get to a point of learning my worth and still trying to get there. So anyway, again, we're talking self-worth. I'm excited about today. I'm excited about talking with you guys. I know some people are going to drop in and drop some knowledge and share their story, because that's what it's about, helping somebody by sharing your story. So do me a favor again, if you're just stopping in, go ahead and share this video. Share. Do me a favor and share. Say what's up. Let me know how your weekend was, what you're praying for this week, what you're commanding over yourself this week. Because again, I want to pray with you guys, command our week so that it can be better than last week, that our days can be better than the day before. What's up, Brandy? How you doing? What's going on? How was your weekend? I know I talked to you Saturday, so how was the rest of the weekend? I know yesterday I definitely was praying for you guys, lifting you up, lifting the Carmichael family up. Definitely praying for you guys. The Brock family as well. The sis, what's going on? How y'all doing? I see you coming on in. Again, we're talking about self-worth. If you can do me a favor, go ahead and share the video. Share. I want y'all to comment. Let me know your stories. Share your stories. Because again, like I said, the video last week, it helped me. I had to go back and read a lot of the comments. It was a 2-part video, but definitely excited about today. We're talking about self-worth. I see the numbers going up. So again, if you're watching, if you're tuning in, share this video, comment, let me know what's going on. How was your weekend? What we're praying for today, what we're commanding over ourselves for our week to be a great week. I'm excited because last week, if I had to rate, was my lowest point, or I felt like was at my lowest point, even during my move. The devil was definitely trying, throwing every snare that he can at me. But because I have my faith, because I'm grounded, I believe God was with me along the way and it didn't break me. It was a lot thrown at me. Finances, when I'm talking about negatives that I've never experienced in my banking account or checking account, the devil was really trying me last week. But again, I reigned victorious because God is definitely with me. So I'm excited about it again. I'm excited that it didn't take my mind out. It didn't stress me out. I didn't even worry about it. I didn't tell nobody. I talked to God about it, and I promise everything got fixed. It's not magic. It's just my faith and God having his hand on me. So I'm excited about it again. So what you're praying for this week so that we won't have a stressful week, drop those in the comment. Again, share. We're talking about our self-worth, our self-value, how we're valuing ourselves, how we're allowing others to value us or devalue us. Because again, I had already started telling my story, how basically it took me so long to get to the point where I learned my value, when I learned how much I was worth and not accepting what everybody else was gonna accept me at. Like, because you're offering a job at $35,000 and I'm worth $60,000, I need another $30,000. And I'm not accepting nothing less. Or you're my friend and everything, all the weight of this friendship is being burdened on me. No more will I allow that. This is an even load. We have to carry this together. I need you to value me as much as I'm going to value you. So comment. Let me know. I'm praying for peace, healing in my family. Definitely praying for you. If you guys, again, when people drop in their prayer requests, if you can just lift them up. Brandy, Brock, Carmichael, we want to lift that family up. If you know the story, yesterday was Brandy's husband's birthday. So we definitely praying for the Carmichael, White, Kenny family. We want to lift them up in prayer. Was a longtime friend. Definitely want to keep you guys lifted up in prayer. So anyhow, guys, we want to talk about self-worth. How much are you worth? Do you know your worth? Like, it's not an age thing. I know people who are 50 plus who still trying to discover themselves, 40 plus still trying to discover themselves and figure out. And hey sis, what's going on? How you doing? How was your weekend? How you feeling with still not being able to go to church? Definitely praying for you, lifting you up. I actually was thinking about you guys earlier, wanting to do like a Zoom, even though I'm technically not a choir member anymore. But I definitely wanted to do a Zoom. Brittany, what's going on? Again, do me a favor, go ahead and share the video. Let's talk. Let's talk about self-worth today. How much are we valuing ourselves? Brittany, how you doing? How much are we valuing ourselves? How are we carrying ourselves so that others can value us and not allow them to devalue us? Again, I know you are. I remember the last time I was there, it wasn't the last time. Maybe it was the last time I was there. You came to church. Miss Joanne, praying for you too. You praying for the praise team? No, let's just pray for the church. So, how y'all doing? Again, I'm excited about today. Let's talk about self-worth. If you can do me a favor, go ahead and share this video. I'm going to keep saying it, share the video. But how are we valuing ourselves? Like I was sharing my story. Took me a long time. I'm talking about practically up until this point in my life, taking me to transition out of my city to actually learn my worth, and still learning it, and still learning how much I'm worth, how much, and I'm not talking about a dollar amount, even though I'm putting it on the video, but what makes me, what builds me, what shapes and molds me to be Carrie. I had to learn that. Thank you, Sherma. Thank you, Miss Sherma. How you doing? I'm trying to stay up on the look. I don't get to really wear my clothes anymore because I work from home. So try to throw something on every now and then. So I take this opportunity. But again, y'all, I'm excited about today. Angel, what's going on? Definitely praying for you. And what we talked about, God's going to have his hand on it. You're going to be great at it. I know you are. So exactly what we talking about, our self-worth. How much are we worth? How many times do we talk ourselves out of things that we know we can do because of things from our past that kind of boggled us down, that put us in a box, and we keep putting ourselves in boxes instead of doing what we know we can do, doing what we know we're called to do. Yeah, Angel, I'm gonna keep pushing you. Like, now that I know it, like literally like twice a week, I'm inboxing you. I want to see something. I want to see some material. I want to see some. Tasha, what's going on? How you doing? We talking about self-worth. Do me a favor. Go ahead and share the video. Share it, share it, share it. Like it. Comment on it. Let me know your story. Let me know how you got to the place where you learned your self-worth. Because this is about helping somebody else. It's about helping me help somebody else so that our week can be stress-free. Learning and growing, that's what it's about. I'm excited about it. I'm excited. Tasha, what's going on? How you doing? Did you get off the roof? I saw the video was really scary. Tasha had a raccoon on her roof. We praying for her and her family that she won't jump off the roof. So definitely lift you up in prayer. How y'all doing? It's a stress-free Monday. What we praying for? What we speaking over ourselves so that our week can be stress-free? Let's talk. Let's talk about it. Again, like I said, no longer will I allow myself to be sold under cost or undervalued or let someone devalue me again. I understand that we're all at different places in life. I kind of like this sweater. Girl. Actually, I'm so excited, y'all. If you can, say hi to Robin for me. Robin is watching. Me and Robin co-host the show on Thursdays. I normally say this at the end, but if you're not doing anything on Thursdays, catch me and Robin live on Robin and Carrie Live. I'm only saying it now because she's on right now, so I'm excited about that. So if you can, say hi to Robin. Anyway, see that there you go, Andrew. But I'm excited because no longer do I allow myself to be put in a box anymore. On friendships, on relationships, on accepting jobs, on my career path, on what I'm doing for myself, how I look at myself. For so long, I'm telling you guys, for so long, I kept myself in a box because of what people spoke over me, of what I allowed people to speak into me, what I allowed people to speak over me. And we don't know, like, we don't take that stuff we said, or we let that stuff go. Like when people say, oh boy, you too goofy to be doing that, or you ain't this, and you think you that, and you think you this, and how we let those things, those words keep coming at us, and we don't notice that over time, that starts to weigh on us. That starts to, in a sense, become us. We allow it to, because then we get into a position where we have opportunity and we end up talking ourselves out of it. Shannon, what's going on? How you doing? How's your week? I see Autumn got a lot of basketball stuff going on. How's she doing? Tell her I said, hey. But do me a favor, guys. Go ahead and share this video. I want to talk to you guys about self-worth, valuing yourself. Stop selling yourself cheap. Stop devaluing yourself and allowing others to do it. I did it. I'm doing it. I've allowed it to happen. But no longer am I going to do it because I'm speaking it over myself. So talk to me. What's up? How y'all doing? How's the weekend? How was the weekend? What we praying for this week again, so that again our week can be great. We got to have a great week. No longer will we be stressful or stressed because we speaking over ourselves. We proclaiming that no longer we're going to allow this thing called stress to overtake our lives. And it starts by this. We praying for help. Definitely praying for your help. Text me. Let me know what's going on. Praying for you, though. Definitely want to pray for my friend Andrew, my brother. Andrew. Love the show. Keep it up, bro. Definitely. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm excited about it. I'm excited of what God is about to do. What God is doing. Yes, Robin. Definitely. But you know, what happens is, honestly, what happens is people that you, not that you even keep around you, people that you come into contact with who aren't in the same place or who may not be in a good place in life, and they only doing what they think they know best or what they know, or doing what they know, and they speaking what comes, first thing that comes to mind. So they see you doing what you do, and it's negativity, and it's spoken, and it's spoken over and over again and over again. And after so many times, that negativity almost kind of weighs on you, and it becomes of you, because then, like I said, I get in positions. I remember I was in my last, the position I was in before the position I'm in now. I went into offering time, or to times of taking the offer, and it was about, like, I was bidding basically for my salary, and I let them back me up into a corner to where I took basically 20% less of what I was making on my last job. I let them back me into a corner so far that I couldn't even talk myself back up because of how I was valuing myself. I was thinking that lowering my standards or lowering my fee was going to get me into a position that ultimately was going to put me in a smaller box. So I had to learn that no longer will I allow somebody or allow things or allow organizations or allow jobs or people to put me in a box anymore. I can't do that anymore. And you shouldn't. Like, we're worth too much. We have too much to offer. And it's not even about a salary. It's about friendships. It's about relationships. It's about how we deal with others, how we communicate with others. No longer will I allow somebody to put me in a box. No longer will I allow somebody to devalue me again. And ultimately, I learned this greatest, the greatest, like, story that was taught to me was actually through a friendship. Like, my relationships with my friends taught me ultimately how to value myself even more. Because ultimately, if I'm not going to do it for myself, if I'm not going to value myself, I can't expect you to do it. I can't expect you to put me up where I need to be, because you are where you are. You going to ultimately worry about your greater outcome than mine. But for so long, I was worried about everybody around me, lifting up everybody else, becoming everybody else's assistant to make them greater, becoming everybody else's partner to push their business, or becoming everybody else's background worker to make sure that their event worked. And Carrie still on the back end. Carrie's still in the back. Carrie's still being walked over and talked about and stabbed in the side and in the back. But at the end of the day, because I didn't value myself, I allowed continuous people to run over me, walk over me, do what they were going to do to get to their greater accomplishment. And I'm still at the bottom of the totem pole, still trying to work myself up to a place where I want to be in life. And I'm still at the bottom. Not now, but while I'm doing this, while I'm in this position, while I'm trying to totem pole other people to the top, or like push people up to the top, I'm still at the bottom of the barrel, working my way, crabbing my way up to the top, like trying not to hurt somebody else, trying not to push somebody else to the side. But because I didn't value myself, because I didn't have the self-worth, or I didn't see the self-worth within myself, I allow others to kind of push their way up, and I'm still at the bottom. So, again, like I'm saying, we're talking about self-worth today, y'all. Share your story. I know it's a hard thing to talk about. I know it's a hard thing to share, but if you have a testimony, if you have a story, share it. Let somebody else help somebody else overcome from your story. And do me a favor, go ahead and share the video because we want to help somebody. That's what it's about. So I definitely too want to pray with you guys. And if you have any prayer requests, if there's anything that you're speaking over yourself for the week that you want prayer over, that you want prayer with, about, definitely drop it in the comments. I have prayer warriors that drop through all the time. So if you have any prayer requests, definitely drop them in the comment box below. We want to pray with you, pray for you, decreeing and declaring that God is going to do exactly what you're speaking. But you have to start it. You have to start by speaking it. So we speaking over ourselves, one, that we won't have a stress-free week. No more we are allowing stress to take its place in our lives. I'm excited about it. Danielle, I see that you back to your regular name. That's why I couldn't find you. Well, I was looking at the nails. But again, do me a favor. Go ahead and share the video. Danielle's name got me thrown off. So go ahead and share the video. Share. Comment. Drop your prayer requests. Really quick, if you can, go ahead and just bow your heads where you at. Let's pray really quick. Dear God, we thank you for today, God. God, thank you for allowing us to make it throughout our weekend, oh God. God, we thank you for allowing us to make it to this point in our day, God. We thank you, oh God, for keeping us, oh God. We know that there's plenty and many people, oh God, that are losing their lives due to this pandemic, oh God. So we thank you, God, for keeping us, oh God. We may know someone, oh God, even right now that may be dealing with this coronavirus, oh God. So we speak right now health, oh God. We ask, oh God, right now that you surround everyone, oh God, that you be protection, oh God, that you be the healer, oh God, that you be the deliverer, oh God. God, we thank you, oh God, for coming out of this thing victorious. We claim it right now, oh God. We speak over everybody that's going to listen to this video, oh God. Everybody that may hear this video, God, that they speak victory over themselves even right now, oh God. We speak victory over our families. We speak victory over our loved ones, oh God. We speak victory over everybody that we may come across, oh God. God, we know that the devil is trying to have his way even through this pandemic, oh God. So we claim the victory right now over it, oh God. We proclaim it right now. We decree it, oh God, that the devil has no room to run, no room to ruin, oh God, no room to have its way, oh God. We proclaim that there is nothing that the devil can do to us right now, oh God, because you are with us, oh God. We thank you, oh God, for allowing us to come together during this time, oh God, of stress-free Monday, oh God. We speak over ourselves that no more stress can have its way in our lives, oh God. So have your way, oh God, on tonight, oh God. We ask that you touch the prayer request that went up so far on tonight, oh God. Be in the midst. You hear the hearts of your people. You hear the heart cries of your children. So we ask that you meet them right now, oh God. We thank you, we love you, and we bless you. We ask all these things in your son Jesus' name. Amen. 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 What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? If you just got on, you probably got on in the middle of a prayer. So I'm excited again about this stress-free Monday. We're proclaiming that no more stress is going to be in our lives. Go ahead and do me a favor. Share this video. Share. We want to help somebody, y'all. That's what it's about. So, again, if you just got on, I was sharing my testimony. My testimony is that no more will I allow somebody to put me in a box, to devalue me, to put me under. I'm all about helping. I'm all about uplifting. I'm all about putting people on a platform to better themselves. But no more will I allow myself to be belittled, to be put in a box that I can't become the best me that I'm supposed to be. Cuz, what's going on? How you doing? How's your Monday? How was your weekend? I'm excited about today. We're talking about value, self-worth. I was sharing again how much I'm excited about that I'm speaking that I'm the head and no longer the tail, that I'm above and definitely not beneath. So again, if you have a story, share it. Share your testimony. We want to help somebody become their best them. And speaking over ourselves, that our week can be stress-free. I've been throwing on clothes. Again, people keep saying you look nice. I feel nice, but I'm excited that I get to put on clothes because I work in my pajamas all day. So that's the truth. So anyway, how y'all doing? How's your Monday? What we're praying for, what we're decreeing and declaring over ourselves. Share it so that somebody can be overcome by even the power and the words of your testimony. Barbette, I saw you on here. How you doing? What y'all do for Sean's birthday yesterday? Miss Jessica, definitely praying for you. Asking that God keep his hand on you. I know he's brought you a mighty long way, and he's going to keep you even further. Joy, what's going on? How you doing? How was your weekend? What you praying for this week? Miss Donita, definitely. How you doing though? What's going on? How you been? I know you've been out for church for 2 weeks now. So how you been for those Sundays? What's going on? What we praying for? What we decreeing over ourselves? What we declaring and asking God to manifest in our lives? Again, I'm excited about this stress-free Monday. Like I was saying too earlier in the video, last week the devil definitely tried me. The devil threw every sword, snare that he could at me. When I tell you, I went from being broke, busted, and disgusted all in a matter of one day, and I didn't know what I was going to do. But what I did was I turned to God. I definitely sought God. Didn't tell anybody. I didn't stress over it. Didn't go to anybody asking for a handout. I sought God, and everything turned itself around. It worked itself out. I definitely prayed, and definitely was not trying to stress over it, because again, I can't try to host the Stress-Free Monday and say that I'm stressed, even though that's reality. But I prayed about it, and I sought God to not allow myself to be put in a sunken hole that the devil was trying to put me in. Carrie, my friend, I know you may not remember me, but how have you been? How have you been? It's been. I'm gonna go look at your profile, because you're right. I'm gonna remember you. But I've been great. I've been working on self. I've been working on, again, what we're talking about today, learning my self-value. I've been learning how to become the best me, because for so long I worried about putting other people's or elevating other people to the best them instead of focusing on myself. Because at some point, how can I help you? And I'm in a sucking hole. So to answer your question, I've been great. I've been working on me. So yes, Miss Donita, I definitely am praying. I definitely am. I definitely got reports. Definitely am praying for you guys. Definitely praying for the church as a whole. Still my church. I love my church with all my heart. So definitely praying for you guys, keeping you lifted up. If you can, go ahead and I'm going to drop it and for my own prayer request. If we can pray for the New Prospect Baptist Church, nothing in particular, but we definitely want to just lift my church up in prayer. Lift your church up in prayer. Drop it in the prayer request in the comment section. Miss Donita, I'm going to try to... Yes, lean on him, Carrie. This has helped me so much. I've been stress-free, baby. I've been through an eviction that's got thrown. God has been so good. Definitely. That's what it's about. I'm definitely lifting you up in prayer, but this is what it's about. Speaking, like, even through every test and trial that the devil's going to try with us, or that the devil's going to try to throw at us, we speaking that even through it, we're going to proclaim the victory, knowing that obstacles are going to come, things are going to happen, things out of our control that we may not be able to even put back into control. Because like I'm telling you, I'm okay with telling my business. My account went into a negative last week. Didn't know how I was going. Bills are still I got automatic payments coming out, automatic this, automatic that, not knowing what I'm going to do. Didn't stress about it. Didn't tell anybody. I went and I promise, didn't get on my knees, but I definitely start crying out to God. And I understand that you have to sometimes be knocked or put in a place where you have nobody else but God to seek. But I promise you, through it all, I didn't stress about it. I didn't worry about it. Negative account, I can't control it right now. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. But God, He'll make a way. I gotta believe it. To this day, still not stressing about it. It is what it is. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. God's gonna work it out in His time. I'm gonna believe Him for it. I'm gonna stand on Him. But I can't allow stress to take me out, because ultimately that triggers other things in you, like health problems. It triggers other things. It puts you into a mental space that sometimes it's hard to even get out of. So at the end of the day, I won't allow it to even come up against me. I don't even want to talk about it. Honestly, I definitely want to pray about it. So that's why I'm putting it out there. Pray for me. Lift me up in prayer. That God keeps directing my path. That God works things out for me. I'm believing on Him for it. So, Stop pulling on that sweater. Yeah, Brandy, because I want to show my red tie. That's why I'm pulling at it. Anyway, don't hate on me. So it's a big sweater, by the way. So it's not a tight sweater, but it keeps pulling up. I want it down, so that's why I'm pulling it down. Anyway, go ahead and do me a favor, guys. If you can, go ahead and share the video if you haven't done so already. We proclaiming and we speaking over ourselves a stress-free week. This stress-free Monday is about speaking over ourselves, praying that God's going to work everything out for us, that our week can be stress-free. Talking about self-worth. Drop your testimony, drop your story in the comments. We want to help somebody become the best them. So I was trying not to look at my other phone because I don't want to be distracted, because it's showing me the people that's sharing the video. So thank you guys. If you already shared the video, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. I was hoping Regina got on here this week, but I know she's in her Bible study. Brandy, definitely want you to, because you one of my prayer warriors. Miss Donita, Miss Jessica, if y'all see the prayer request that people drop, just check back on the video for me. I want you guys praying with people, praying for people. It's not even something that they got to know that you're doing. Just help me out. Let's keep everybody lifted up in prayer. Definitely praying for you guys. Hopefully you guys praying for me, that God is going to keep doing what he's doing, because he's doing great things. He's doing wonderful things. He's working things out. And I'm praying that he's going to do the same thing for you, because he will. If he did it for me, he'll do it for you. I believe it. So again, like I said, let's share our self-worth stories. Yeah, Brandy, definitely. Even though you're talking about me pulling at my sweater, because I just did it again. But anyway, yes, thank you, Miss Donita. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I love all of you guys. Everybody that's going to watch these videos, everybody that's may not even know you personally, but I love you with the love of God. I'm believing that everything's going to work out for your good, because God is just that great. God is that powerful. He works things out that we don't have any control over, but we got to seek him. Put it in his hands. And actually, me and Brandy was talking about it this past weekend. The hardest thing to do is to trust God and to solely put everything in his hands and leave it there. We can take it to God. And I'm not going to put me and Brandy's story out there, or conversation out there, but we talked about it. We talked about how we lean on God, but we solely don't put everything in his hands and leave it there. Once we put it in his hands, once we go to God about it, once we tell him about it, he already knows. But once we cry out to him, we have to learn how to leave it there. Miss Deborah, love you too. I miss you. I miss you. I miss you. Hope all things are working together for your good. Definitely keep me lifted up in prayer. I'm praying for you. I'm praying for your family. I keep up with you on Facebook, so thank you for keeping me up to date with what's going on with you. So I appreciate you. I love you. Hoping, like I said, if you have any prayer requests, drop them in the comments. Definitely, Miss Donita. It's a practice, if you will. It's definitely not done overnight. And what we're talking about is putting everything in God's hands and leave it there. It's a practice. You have to practice yourself doing it. You have to practice doing it every time, because again, I've tried it and I've gotten back up out of my prayer space, my prayer closet, and noticed that when I went on about my day, the same exact thing that I prayed to God to take away, I was speaking it out of my mouth. And because it was habit, or because it is habit, or it was routine to do this, or this was just the way I maneuvered in conversations, instead of cutting that piece off, but just saying, oh, when somebody said, how you doing? And I'm saying, oh, I'm blessed and highly favored, but I'm believing God ain't going, I hope God turned it, instead of just solely just leaving it in God's hands, I still pick it back up and I carry it on with me throughout my days. The practice is learning how to leave it there, leave it in his hands. And like you said, you have to make it your routine, and learning how to do it it comes back with practice, because it's not easily done so many times. And I continuously do it, and I'm praying that I learn the concept of just solely leaving it there, and learning, like, because it's not all like I this I'm going too far, but I learned when to pick and choose what I leave there and what I pick back up. So the things that I don't want to really solely let go, that I need to let go, I pick back up and I take it with me. I'm asking them to take the taste away from alcohol with me, away from me. But then my friends asked me to meet them at the bar, and because I don't want to sit in the house, I go back into that temptation spot, which I know I don't need to go back into. But I just prayed to God to take this away from me. But something I had control over, like getting in my car and driving 45 minutes to hang out with people, which I didn't have to do, I put myself right back in that situation. So you have to learn how to leave that thing there. And it comes with practice. So, y'all, I'm excited again about this stress-free Monday. We're talking about self-worth. Kind of went out off on a tangent, but it's all good. It's about the kingdom, edifying the kingdom, lifting up the kingdom, bringing us all together to grow. So at the end of the day, I want to talk about self-worth. I want to talk about your value. So drop your stories. Tell me your testimonies of how you got to the point of learning your self-value. Because so many times, even in the kingdom, even in the church, I don't want to go too far. So long that I put myself in positions where I allow people to walk over me because I wanted a position, or because I wanted to be this and I wanted to do that, and I allow myself to be put in a box or put in a place where I'm casted under, just so that others get the glory. And it ain't even about us, but I'm doing work in the kingdom for others to be lifted up, or others to put themselves at their best self, and I'm still at the bottom. Allowing others to push me down, though. Allowing others to put me in a box by saying you're not worth it because you don't have the master's degree, or saying you're not worth it because you're goofy, or because your personality is this. But all the while, I see goofy people in leadership that's operating with salaries that's way substantial than mine, or doing less work than mine. And because I'm who I am, and because I thought the people around me would care enough about me, I still allow myself to be put in a box and not be valued. No longer will I allow that to happen to myself again. No longer will I allow people, places, things to define what Carrie is worth. And not even about a dollar amount, about who I am and what I am. I won't allow, you can feel it, you can say it, you can speak it, but I have to shield myself. And sometimes that means cutting people off. We talked about that in the past. Hardest thing for me to do, but no longer. And that's my prayer. So if you can, if you will, pray for me and with me that God allows even a cutoff spirit to happen, but that he allows a shield to be placed so that no longer any words, anything that's trying to come up against me can happen. I'm excited about it again, though, guys. I want you guys to share your story. Do me a favor, share the video. Share your testimony. Share the video. Share your testimony. Like the video. Comment. Put your prayer requests down. Again, I've called out a few prayer warriors. I want some prayer warriors to definitely come and check the video out throughout the week. We want to pray and ask God that there she go. Regina, I called your name out already. Definitely praying for you. Hopefully your prayer, your Bible study was great. I actually was going to join in, but then I saw it say woman empowerment or something. And so I was like, no, I better not do that. So I was going to join your group, but it's for women. So anyway, that's kind of discriminatory, but it's okay. It's all for the kingdom. So I'm going to allow that one this time. Miss Donita said, God is the key to self-worth. It's good to start with healthy self-esteem. If you read the Bible, God tells throughout how much we are worth. You have to know beyond a doubt that you belong to God. Definitely. I'm on here live right now, and I'm just gonna go ahead and love that one too, because that's the truth. I watched so many videos throughout the day, throughout the weekend, about there's a difference between self-esteem and self-worth, though. There's a quantum difference. And at the end of the day, what we have to understand too, though, because with our self-esteem, we rely that to, and we tie that to, or we attribute that to our skills, things that we possess, like our talents, our gifts. So when we lack at our talents and our gifts, our self-esteem is called into question. But our self-worth is a whole different aspect of, like, technically of how we view ourselves and how we place ourselves. So ultimately, nothing can come up against our self-worth because we're grounded in that. But you have to know who you are, know whose you are. And that goes back to, like, what you said, knowing what the Bible says about you, that you're the head and not the tail, that you are God's chosen, that you are, like, above and not beneath. Like, we can keep going on what God spoke over you and what God said that you are. But at the end of the day, we have to know it for ourselves. But to know too that we can't, I'm agreed to disagree. We can't equate that to the esteem part, because at the exact point where our talents and our gifts and our abilities are called into question, or we lack at it, or we don't get the esteem that we need from it, or because that esteem part is dropped, then we start devaluing ourselves, because we equate that with our self-esteem. So having great self-esteem is definitely not like a thing to have. Self-worth is something that can't be grounded, like it can't be uprooted, like, because it's something within you that, regardless of your talents lacking or regardless of your abilities, can't be called into question because you're grounded in it. Miss Debbie, how you doing? How's life? I haven't talked to you. I haven't seen you in a long while, definitely since this pandemic, and now that I'm in Florida. So praying all things are working together for your good. Love you. I love you. I love you. And if you got any prayer requests, definitely drop them for me. If you coming in on the video, Carmen, how you doing? What's up? Sexy boo, what's going on? It's like, hopefully your son don't watch this video, because then I'll have a whole nother problem. But anyway, what's going on? How you doing? If you got any prayer requests, definitely drop the prayer request. Share my video. We're talking about self-worth, self-value, how we valuing ourselves, how we're no longer allowing people, things, our jobs, our careers, our family, our children. Because even with that, so many times, I've even found myself, even with relationships within my family, finding myself feeling so low because I see my other siblings coming or communicating with each other, and nobody reaches out to check on me, and I'm valuing myself based on their relationship. I can no longer allow myself to be placed in a box, because ultimately that weighs on the stress that we're speaking over right now, right? So I can't put myself in a stressful situation to allow myself, based on other people's places, things. Angie Norris, what's going on? How you doing? Hope and praying that all things are well your way. If you got any prayer requests, definitely drop them. We praying together that God's going to work whatever you're requesting from your lips. He's going to manifest it into your life. He's going to manifest it into your life. I'm good. All things are well, regardless of whatever the devil's trying to do in this time, in this season. I'm speaking over myself that everything is going to work together for my good. I'm speaking it. So again, y'all, I'm excited about today. I'm excited about this day that the Lord has made. It's truly, 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 truly been wonderful, regardless of everything that's been thrown my way, regardless of every situation that the devil's trying to put me in. Regardless of it, I'm claiming the victory. I'm pleading the blood over it. And I pray that you can pray with me. And we decree it that God's going to do exactly what he said he's going to do. So if you have any prayer requests, again, drop them. Share the video. Yes, get yourself out and stop comparing yourself to other people. Kerry has to run his own marathon. Definitely. And I'll say, and I'm going to end real soon, but what I'll say, Regina, is that ultimately, that's what I learned. I learned that early. I learned the piece of running everybody else's marathon early, because I thought that's how I would make it. I thought that's how I would create a name for myself. I thought that's how I would build myself to be me. And for so long, I did it. Actually, I just took out from my email address, my personal email address, my signature said Kerry Gordon, personal secretary to, no, it said executive secretary to X, Y, and Z. X, Y, and Z was my friend who I was trying to build to be the greatest them. And ultimately, I was working and doing and plowing and mowing and and sowing and trying to reap the harvest for everybody else around me. And yet I was still sinking and sinking and sinking and not thriving. So I'm excited that God has allowed me to get to a place that I'm learning my self-worth, that I'm learning who I am and what I am, and that I have value regardless of what you may think, because your qualifications may say master's degree, but mine is a bachelor's degree. But I have as much skills and work history as the rest of them with the masters. So you're going to offer me the position at the salary that I demand because I'm worth it. And no longer will I allow you to put me at the tail when I know I'm the head. So I'm excited about it, and I'm praying that you're in a space and a place that you know your worth too, that you know that you're valued, that Bible says that you are the king's heir, and you're heir to the throne, and the harvest is yours, and that this kingdom, this land, the territory is yours. You have to take it back because it's yours. So many times we sit on so many things that we want to do, that we know that we have, that things that we can possess. We too scared because we talk ourselves out of things because we don't know that we have it in us, because we don't even value ourselves so much. We rely so much on others. We wait and we sit back and anticipate others doing it first. And then if it works out for them, then we'll try to do it, knowing that but you got the skill set, you got the mindset, you got the ability to do it yourself. And God's called you to do it. But because you're so in a box and you're so sheltered that you won't walk out on it. You won't walk. It's time for us to start going and get what's ours. No longer will you allow somebody else, even on your job, to keep speaking up for you. Speak up for yourself. It's your time to proclaim and take back what's yours. If you want the raise, go get it. If they don't give it to you, ultimately, and this sounds sad, like scary, leave the job. You got that job, you can get another one that will pay you and respect you and put you in a place where you need to be. And it's scary. I've done it. I did it. I left the job that I ultimately didn't want to do because I was comfortable, because I was in a position, I had the status, everybody knew my name, they were seeking me for the answer for everything. So at the end of the day, I thought I was in a place, salary wasn't matching up to what I needed, the respect wasn't matching up to what I needed, the job overload was weighing me down, the stress was taking me out, but I still wanted it because I thought that's what I needed, but when nothing really matching up, and I had to sit back and see, Carrie, you worth more than this. Carrie, you have more value than this. And ultimately, when I walked out and when I walked away, I got the deuces. See ya. Okay, have a good one. Didn't care how I was going to make it. They didn't care. Well, at least we'll send you away with a nice package because you sown, you done this. No, they didn't value me. They'll move on to the next, and they'll hire somebody else to do exactly what I did. Maybe better, maybe not. But at the end of the day, it's on to the next. But at the end of the day, I still had to learn my value. I just still had to learn how much I was worth, because ultimately that's what matters. Ultimately, your worth, knowing what you're worth, knowing what you're going to accept, knowing what you're going to allow is the ultimate thing, because it's above all and other, because when everything else fails, that's all you got. When a job lets you go because they don't value you anymore, you can't sit in a place of woe is me. You need to get out there and find the next best thing, if better than the thing that you left. So I'm going to read, God will work outside the system to get you where you need to be. Come on, somebody. No, it's definitely the truth. That's facts. That's facts. And I'm excited, though, that in spite of all, like, all things work together. Everything works together. And again, you might not see it right now. You might not even believe it right now. Start speaking it, though. Like, that's where it starts. Start speaking out your lips that you are the head. Start speaking out your lips that you're great. Start speaking out your lips that you're your own boss, that you're going to be an entrepreneur, that you're going to go out there and grab or get that grant, or you're going to go out there and finance a business, or you're going to go out there and do whatever your mind or your heart desires. You have to start speaking it over yourself, though, because if you don't do it, if you don't value yourself, go on a job and see how much they value you. Go out there and get in a relationship with somebody and see how much they value you. They'll walk right over you. They'll do whatever they want. They'll do what's best for them, because ultimately that's what people do. And that's what you ought to do. And it's not a selfish thing. It's a thing where you putting yourself in a place that you can be the best you. And ultimately, that's what it's about. I'm excited about this stress-free Monday, though. So if you can, do me a favor. If you just got on, go ahead and comment your prayer requests, your praise reports, your testimony of how you overcame, how you become your best you, how you figured out. Maybe you got a scripture that you can share, a prayer that you want to drop it on in the comments. But do me a favor, share the video. Share it, share it, share it. Again, I'm excited about this stress-free Monday. If you're not doing anything on Thursday, go ahead and join me and Robin Keys live on Thursday at 7:30, live on Robin and Carrie's page. So in the search bar, go ahead and type Robin and Carrie live. April, I'm praying for you. If you can, guys, go ahead and pray for my auntie April. She's been in a hospital. Definitely praying that all things work together. It's not due to COVID, but we want to definitely keep her lifted up in prayer, that God keeps his hand on her. He's kept her a mighty long way, and he's going to keep on keeping, because she's got faith. She's grounded, and definitely praying for you, auntie. All things is going to work together. Let's realize none of us is irreplaceable to man. None of us is irreplaceable to man. Yes, carry positive affirmation, speaking until it exists. Yes, definitely. You have to. You got to keep speaking that thing. Definitely, if you want it to manifest itself, become your best you by start speaking it to existence. And keep speaking it and speaking it and speaking it until it becomes. That's the way it's going to happen. It's not going to happen because you relied on X, Y, and Z to do it, or because you relied on so-and-so. Lean on God, trust on God, but speak it over yourself. Again, guys, praying for you. Love you guys. I love you. I love you. I love you with the love of Christ. So drop your comments, share my video. Hopefully it can help somebody overcome. But we're speaking no more stress in our lives. Happy stress-free Monday. I see y'all next week. Again, do me a favor, share the video. Love you. Bishop Mack, praying for you. Drop your prayer request if you got any for you. Definitely lifting you and your church up in prayer. Hoping all things are working together for your good, because I know you definitely love the Lord. I see y'all next week, y'all. Love you.